Washington, U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley presented what she called undeniable evidence on Thursday, December 14, that a ballistic missile fired by Houthi rebels in Yemen at Saudi Arabia last month was Iranian-made, a charge Tehran immediately denied. Haley accused Tehran of a blatant violation of UN Security Council obligations designed to rein in its missile activity, further stepping up the rhetoric towards Iran, which Washington accuses of going against the spirit of a historic nuclear accord. Standing in a warehouse at a Washington military base in front of recovered pieces of 2 missiles, Haley said Iranian fingerprints were all over the weapons, one of which she said was fired at Riyadh's airport on November 4. It was made in Iran, then sent to Houthi militants in Yemen, Haley said. From there it was fired at a civilian airport with the potential to kill hundreds of innocent civilians in Saudi Arabia. She charged that the 2015 nuclear deal to curb Iran's nuclear program had done nothing to moderate the regime's conduct in other areas, and accused Tehran of fanning the flames of regional conflict. Alireza Miriasfi, spokesman at Iran's mission to the United Nations, said Tehran categorically rejects the U.S. claims. This purportedly evidence, put on public display today, is as much fabricated as the one presented on some other occasions earlier, he said. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif posted on Twitter a photo of Haley juxtaposed with a well-known image of former Secretary of State Colin Powell appearing before the Security Council, where he provided intelligence in the run-up to the 2003 Iraq War that was later found to be false. When I was based at the UN, I saw this show and what it begot, Zarif wrote. The Iranian mission said the accusations leveled by Haley were intended to divert attention from the devastating war in Yemen being led by Saudi Arabia, a key U.S. ally. Tougher stance. A confidential report to the Council says UN officials had examined debris from missiles fired at Saudi Arabia which pointed to a common origin, but there was no firm conclusion as to whether they came from an Iranian supplier. Haley said the missile was an Iranian Qaem-class short-range ballistic missile and pointed to valves that she said proved its origin. The Qaem-1 is based on a modified Scud design. Haley also showed other pieces of military materiel she said were provided by Iran, and after her announcement officials showed journalists pieces of an anti-tank missile, an explosive boat, drones and other gear. The evidence is undeniable. The weapons might as well have had "made in Iran" stickers all over it, Haley said. These are Iranian made, these are Iranian sent and these are Iranian given, in violation of the Security Council, she said. Haley has called on the UN Security Council to take a tougher stance toward Iran, accusing Tehran of making illegal arms deals in Yemen, Lebanon and Syria. Asked about Haley's claims that the evidence that Iran had supplied the missile was irrefutable, Sweden's UN ambassador Olof Skog said she may be in possession of evidence that I have not seen. The information that I have up to now is less clear.